it's Tram. Welcome back to my channel. So I know that doing schoolwork can sometimes makes you feel like you'd rather jump in front of a moving vehicle. Over the past years, I've come to a realization. Having cuter school supplies actually help to motivate you just a little bit. And even if it doesn't, it's nice to look at. Which is why today I will be showing you a few very simple DIYs that can help you to just beautify your school supplies. Now before we get started on this video, I just want to say that this is a collab with a few of my friends. We have the fantastic Faith Emily, the magical Mara, and the ridiculously funny Ruby. And without further ado, let's get started. First, I'm going to be showing you a very basic, and I must emphasize basic, painting that you can do to decorate your notebooks. For this step, you do want to trace the cover of your notebook onto your paper so that you have an idea of what you should be painting. So I like to start out with the lighter color or the yellow, and as I transition into the second color, I always leave a little room between the two colors. This tiny little space is actually going to help prevent the darker color from pretty much invading and taking over your lighter areas. Room for the Holy Spirit, as I like to say it. By the way, I highly recommend you do a second layer of paint over this. Now paint one end of your painting just solid black, and then while the paint is still wet, I'm using a hard bristled brush to make some grass-like texture, but you don't really need this. Then I am adding in some cacti. Is that how you say cactus plural? I don't know, I haven't been in school in a while. Lastly, use some white paint and throw in some stars. Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Cut and glue your painting onto your notebook cover, and voila! Now this next one is actually more for practicality rather than aesthetic. The main things you'll need are ribbons and a piece of fabric. I'm going to be using felt. So grab your piece of fabric, fold it in half, and then either glue or sew these edges together. Just make sure that you keep the top open. Essentially, you're just making a pocket. So I decided to sew. I don't know why, since I don't know how to sew. But anyways, before you close up the end part, you want to grab your ribbon and attach it to your little pocket, and then pull out enough ribbon so that it can go across your cover and back to the other end. Cut the ribbon and then sew. Ah, look at that! I did it! Side note, you want to sew the ribbon on the back side, on the inside of the pocket, so that doesn't get in the way when you put in your pens. Now the last step is to just sew up the bottom and you're done. I have to admit, it's a little wobbly, but if you use a bigger ribbon, that would not be a problem. Next up, we have some locker decor. I've never really decorated my locker, but I really want things to be different this year. And I know I say that every year, but I mean it this time. For this craft, you will need some shrink plastic and some Sharpies. Don't worry you don't have shrink plastic, because number 6 plastic also works really well. This is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just drawing some designs that I like, and you can trace step 2 if you don't feel comfortable freehanding. Just one thing is, make sure that you draw your design way bigger than you actually need them to be, because, you know, shrink plastic is going to shrink a lot. Once you're done, cut these out and bake them according to the instructions on your packaging. But if you're using number 6 plastic, then make sure you read the description for more information. Make sure you let these cool a little before you glue on your magnets. And that's it. And they do work pretty well too. Similarly, you can glue magnets to the back of your photos and make magnetic photos for your locker. I think this is a really cute idea. I don't know about you. Last but not least, we will be decorating our binders. You'll need some watercolor paper, water, and a white plastic bag. And I'm just reusing an old one. Also some markers, and Priolas are fine, I just didn't have any. So start out by scribbling some random lines onto your plastic bag. It doesn't have to be in a particular pattern or colors. Then using your hand, sprinkle, and I mean sprinkle, do not use as much water as I did. Sprinkle that over the ink, and then quickly stamp your paper over that lift it up, and stamp it as many times as you want, then leave it out to dry. And I'm just repeating this with different colors and a different piece of paper. And look, I learned my lesson. After your paper has completely dried, you can now write a quote on it or do a little doodle. I did both just for the sake of the video. And here's my doodle of a small little flower pot. As for the last one, this is what it looked like. I just copied this quote format I saw on Pinterest, but I suck at fonting, so it wasn't centered. And I decided the most sensible thing to do is cut off the extra parts. So yeah. So those are all the crafts that I have for this video. If you want to get more into the back to school spirit, you know, make sure you go check out Mara's, Faith's, and Ruby's video. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the giveaway winner reveal. So here's the footage of me picking a winner a couple of days ago. Okay, so this is an online random name picker. I have a list of everybody's names, and I'm just gonna click start. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm so scared, I don't know why. Yay! Okay, so this will be the winner of our giveaway. So yeah, if you are the winner, I will be contacting you very, very soon within today. Congratulations, I really hope that you like my art. If you didn't win this giveaway, don't worry, I definitely will hold a lot more giveaways in the future as my channel grows. For now, keep staying weird and beautiful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.